was day 4, and day 4 was supposed to be about clearing up some questions that were asked by some of the subscribers. Asked questions about day 3, and that was what day 4 was supposed to be all about. We're on a pretty twisty road at the moment. The ocean's right beside us, but I can't show you because of the jungle. But anyway, day 4 is going to be slightly different to what was originally planned, and those questions will be answered, but possibly later in the series. Cheers. Day 4. So we're approaching the tropical Queensland town of Tully. And Tully has long been a desired destination for me because it has the big gum boot, the big Wellington boot. And the thing, there's a few stories, and one of them, one of my favourites, is that they wanted to have a tree frog climbing up the side of the big boot. And as people do, they all argued about how the feet of the tree frog would be portrayed on the big boot. And this is because if you watch a tree frog climbing a surface, its feet look awkward, they look wrong. So visually, to look right to the human eye, you would have the tree frog's feet facing one way. But the people that were in favour of authenticity took many photos and film of tree frogs climbing up panes of glass, and they filmed from the other side of the glass so you could see exactly how a tree frog, as awkward as it looked, actually did climb. And so there was a huge fight between parties that wanted authenticity and parties that wanted aesthetics. Which group do you think won? I'll show you the photos. But wait, there's more. Perhaps we'll just add that if you go into any natural history museum and you see an Australian echidna, a porcupine, and when you look at its feet look normal, the taxidermist has put the echidna together wrong. Because did you know an Australian porcupine, echidna, is renowned for the fact its feet are on backwards. And so if you ever see an echidna in a museum or anywhere where one's stuffed, and you go, hang on, what's wrong with its feet? Its feet are facing backwards, because the echidna is probably the only creature on the planet that's feet face backwards. Just so a font of trivia. So we're currently just driving out from Tully.
What day is it?
I believe it's day 4, but
Day 4.
It is day 4? It is day 4. I'm not sure, I've lost complete track. But we're driving out of Tully. And so now, did you look at the feet of the tree frog? Did you work out whether it's done aesthetically or whether it's done as a tree frog actually climbs? What did you think? Short pause while you think about it. Possibly go back and look at the photo. So what happened is the people, the Lions Club and Rotary and the other people that were involved in paying for it to be made, they had a vote, and they voted on aesthetics, which was going to be the 4 feet would all be the same facing upwards as if it was climbing the boot, and it looked right. The artist, you can never tell an artist something if the artist isn't happy with it. And the artist basically said, leave that, I'm doing it how the frog actually climbs. So what you'll notice is 3 feet are one way, and the back leg is hanging down and the foot's turned around. That is because that is how a tree frog actually climbs. So there you go, there's something that's not on any of the plaques there. You won't read that if you go to Tully to see it. You will only find that on Steve and Cody Down Under. Actually, Cody and Steve Down Under. I can't remember. So many years ago I started the channel, I can't remember what it's called. Shall I stop now?
Please.
I can now die a happy man. Not sure when this video might or might not fit in, but what I want to say is this lovely man
What's up?
is my son, and he is, how old are you, Chris?
37-ish.
Chris is 37, and when Chris was a mere 11 years old in 1999, possibly when he was 10 in 1988, we went from Adelaide to Mount Gambier, and on the way we passed the big crayfish, and we were in our old Cadillac, our 1961 Cadillac. We passed the big crayfish. Oh, let's stop and take a photo. So we stopped, and I have a photo which I should include with this video of Chris as a small chap standing at the back of my Cadillac Lucy with a photograph of the big crayfish. Larry is his name. Larry the lobster, actually. What I never realised when we innocently stopped to take that photo is it would start an insane obsession of driving all around Australia, taking photos, Canberra, Darwin, Queensland, of big things, all sorts of big things. It became a bit of an illness, really. Just ask Helen. All along, top of my list, the one I always wanted to go to the most was Tully and the Big Gumboot. A, because it's bloody hard to get to. It is a long, long way from anywhere. And the other thing is, because of the controversy, two towns are in an uproar about which is the wettest in Australia. The town of Tully was split because half the town wanted the Big Boot and half the town thought it was hideous. There was a fight over how the tree frog would be shown. It was just such a fantastic story that I wanted to go there, and now I can die a happy man because Chris has taken me to see the big golden gumboot at Tully. My work here is done. Your work here is done, Chris.
Makes up for the big milkshake.
Another story for another time, but you won't believe it.